Hundreds showed up ahead of tonight's Hermantown City Council meeting, most of them protesting plans for construction of a massive data center that they worry will have an impact on the environment, electric rates, and more. Good evening, I'm Dan Wolf.
And I'm Laura Lee. Thanks for joining us. We're still waiting for that Hermantown City Council to vote on whether to rezone the land where the data center would be built.
A vote in favor of the move would be a big step forward for the project, and that 1.8 million square foot facility would go up at Morris Thomas Road and Midway Road by a company that's remaining anonymous at this time, but Hermantown city leaders are calling it a Fortune 50 company. The city says it would create hundreds of jobs and bring in millions in tax revenue.
Opponents worry the negatives would outweigh those positives. Northern News Now's Dominic Vitiello is live outside the meeting tonight that's been going on for hours now.
Dom, it sounds like it could still be a while before there's a vote.
Yeah, you guys, it was an absolutely packed house tonight. You are not underselling it. Well over 200 people filled City Hall, and it even reached max capacity where you had floods of people out here standing outside. And even as people are leaving tonight after sharing their piece, more are coming. And as you can see right here behind me, this is the crowd as of right now that is voicing opposition to the proposed 1.8 million square foot data center. You can see we still have signs in the window. United we stand, no data center, no rezoning. Cheers and clapping followed speeches made by those opposed to the project during public comment. Some of them saying their way of life will be impacted by the data center proposed by a company that remains anonymous at this time.
We came here because it offered what your own city website promises: country living with a small town community feel. That's directly on the Hermantown webpage. That phrase isn't just marketing, it's a reflection of what the people here love most about this city.
And while the majority of people who addressed the city council were opposed to the project, we did hear from some who are in favor, saying it can help make up for some of the economic loss in other parts of our county and region.
With the recent idling of taconite mines north of here, these are welcomed opportunities for people. They keep families here and the schools and local businesses healthy. For my own family and my neighbors and friends that live in Hermantown that want their kids to know the future is here, not 150 miles south of here.
And this meeting is still ongoing as upwards of 70 people signed up for public comment, and that's not counting those who didn't sign up. But according to city staff, this vote will happen tonight, no matter the hour, and we will be here following it. I'm going to toss it back to you guys into the studio. Reporting in Hermantown, Dominic Vitiello, Northern News Now.
Thank you, Dom. Prior to tonight's meeting, there's been community frustration over a lack of information about that data center.
Yeah, that is several St. Louis County commissioners have signed non-disclosure agreements involving the project. NDAs, otherwise again known as non-disclosure agreements, can come in different contexts, but always require a party to not disclose certain information. They generally are requested by a business when they have legitimate trade secrets, usually when they don't want to become part of that public discourse while they're examining a site. 3 St. Louis County commissioners signed NDAs with Mortensen Development, a company that specializes in real estate developments, on the topic of the proposed data center in Hermantown. President and CEO of Duluth Area Chamber of Commerce, Matt Baumgartner, explains that it's not uncommon for these NDAs to happen.
More protecting the company that's interested in our area, and if we don't protect that piece of it during the fact-finding part of the mission, then we won't have people approaching us to do projects.
We also spoke to local business lawyer Miles Ringsred, who reassures people that this is just one of the many stages in a very long process. There will likely be many more evaluations and meetings to come. One of those will be November 4th. A commissioner tells us the county board meeting that day will include more information about the NDAs, and there will be time for public comment.
According to Deed, there are 42 data centers across Minnesota that are 25,000 square feet or larger, and one of those is in Duluth. It's called ARC Data Center off Rice Lake Road on Technology Drive. It's about 26,000 square feet, which is tiny compared to that 1.8 million square foot facility proposed for Hermantown. If the Hermantown vote happens during this show, we're going to pass along the results live right here. If it happens after, we're going to have the results posted immediately online. You can find them using the Northern News Now app.